Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to match 2 of round 2. As Magnum is set to take on Kazuchika Okada in what should promise to be a very intriguing match. And in interviews backstage to match the persona, Magnum has started going by the Midnight Rider. But his opponent never stops believing, ladies and gentlemen. And we could be seeing both halves of New Orient Express going up against each other in the finals of this tournament. And what a spectacle that would be. Okada certainly trying to put the rest of the TCW roster on notice. And again, it can't be said enough times, the Warrior will be joining both Inoki and the winner of this matchup in the Alliance title tournament. He is our Ultimate Champion. If you did not see his crowning match against Bruiser Brody in the cage, no less. Well, oh no, never mind, my mistake. It was just a 1v1 matchup, main event of Halloween Havoc, Highway to Hell. And then you can find that in the playlist or search the videos and find the specific matchup. But regardless, what a matchup between two giants. Just two absolute badass, pardon my French, and tough competitors. They both really earned their way to the final of that Ultimate title tournament. Now we're going to see two completely different competitors from this TCW roster make it to a finals of a tournament to see who will represent TCW come Alliance tournament time. And your guess is as good as mine on who will win this matchup and book their ticket for that title tournament. And with the stacked roster, 25 of the very top, tippy top competitors in wrestling ever, bar none. Well, you have to thin the herd somehow, and it's certainly one of the more entertaining ways to do it. And a nice STF by Okada there. I'm not sure whether to call Magnum the Midnight Rider or TA or the like. Regardless, I think he will have felt justified or rectified if he can win this matchup and go on to take home the Alliance title, as he was involved in the Ultimate title tournament. He was in a match against Bruiser Brody and faced him in a stout matchup, to say the least. An absolute barn burner before Shawn Michaels, and we have a pinfall here after a belly-to-belly suplex. Long story short, HBK, inserted himself in a match where he didn't belong. it led to a pay-per-view matchup between Magnum TA at the time and Shawn Michaels. He had revenge on his mind, ladies and gentlemen. And if you haven't already seen that match, it's definitely worth a viewing for sure. It was match 1 of Halloween Havoc Highway to Hell. Nice running power slam there by TA. And he goes and he connects on another belly-to-belly suplex, and this should be it. Very few, wow. Very few have kicked out of that maneuver. And regardless, I would say Magnum, he got some retribution, but certainly not enough, as he is still got a chip on his shoulder. Lands an elbow off the top, and he's probably got to be wondering, what is it going to take to finish Okada off? He is very resilient. He has no shortage of fighting spirit, so to speak. But Magnum is as tough as they come. He's double tough, ladies and gentlemen. And regardless of who wins this, I am very interested in the final of this tournament. To say the least. I mean, Inoki against either of these two, as Magnum connects with a third belly-to-belly, and Okada gets right back up from it and lands a tombstone of his own, and I believe he's calling for a Rainmaker here, and Magnum able to avoid danger. I thought he had it won with that belly-to-belly, but Okada just... he got right up a no-sell, so to speak, and here we are, as Okada will have wrestled about 30 minutes more, or 30 minutes plus rather, at this point in the tournament, and it's a one-night tournament. You know, he got very little rest as he lands a German and almost gets the victory there. Now we have a striking exchange. Big boot there by Okada. He lands a German and a Rainmaker, turning Magnum inside out, and this could be it. Magnum able to kick out of the Rainmaker. What a matchup so far, ladies and gentlemen. As the Midnight Rider certainly showing what he's got, and that he is not wrong in his assumption that he was gypped out of a title opportunity by HBK. But Okada is out to prove just as much. What is it going to take to end this matchup? What a butterfly suplex there by Magnum. And a crossbody by Magnum, and he goes for the pin. Now he's going up top and lands an elbow through the heart of Magnum. Nice running power slam. Now he's got Okada in the Tree of Woe. a beautiful drop kick. Could we see another count out in this tournament? Certainly wouldn't do this match justice. Okada just barely able to break the count there, as Magnum would have seen his second count out victory in this tournament had Okada been a second slower. And this is, I believe, the longest match of the tournament now, and definitely surprising, as they just had both gone through some pretty grueling matchups in round one. I would say Magnum probably has more in the gas tank coming out of round one, but Okada might just have a bigger gas tank, and we're going to have to see as this match progresses. They both hit their finishing maneuvers on one another, and it hasn't been enough yet. So I really don't know what it's going to take to get a pinfall victory. Perhaps they're going to have to look in different avenues to finish this match. Irregardless, this has been an absolute classic, a barn burner, all of the above. And you can understand why, as the winner will go on to represent the brand TCW and have a shot to win the Alliance title, as Magnum lands his fourth belly-to-belly, and this very well could be and is the finish. Folks, Magnum TA has booked himself a ticket to represent TCW and give himself a shot to win the Alliance title. Now he will face Inoki in the final of this tournament to decide the seeding of between the two, rather. So be sure to stay tuned, as that should prove to be an even better matchup. And I hope you look forward to it, and I hope that you do. Stay tuned.